Good afternoon.
Obviously, if you have some unfortunate situations occurring, prayers go out to yourself and your family, and of course your auntie.
Thank you.
It's always hard when you love somebody and you see that the good Lord decides to take them to their new home. So, so our prayers go out to you and your family, okay, and your auntie.
Thank you.
And her family, of course.
Yeah.
Okay, let me clear up some other stuff here. I've got birthdays. I am feeling under the weather today. I'm not feeling good at all myself. But nothing that's going to take me out of this world yet, I hope.
Yeah.
My stomach's really killing me right now. Something's wrong. Anyways, happy birthday to Colleen Ridley, MMF Senior Director of Housing, who celebrated her birthday Wednesday, May 1st. Happy 83rd birthday to Emily Nault. Emile Nault, Rochelle Nault's father, Emile, was celebrating his birthday on Sunday, May 5th. Happy 67th birthday to Mr. Jack Park, who was celebrating his birthday on Monday, May 7th.
Oh, happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Jack. Hope you're listening. Happy 97th birthday to Teresa Lovely, who was celebrating her birthday on Wednesday, May 8th.
Wow.
3 more years, it'll be the big 100.
Awesome.
Happy 21st birthday going out to Reese Mayer, Minister Julie Mayer's granddaughter, another voter one day. Oh, she's 21, so she's voting for sure. Nearly every Saturday she has a birthday of one family member or another.
I know.
We're celebrating her birthday on Thursday, May 9th. Also, congratulations going out to Elder Linda St. Cyr and Sarek Vinco on their wedding anniversary.
Oh, happy anniversary.
Saudi, of course, out in Stonewall, celebrating their anniversary on Sunday, May 5th. We sent out, of course, fruit baskets and a flower basket to her. And happy 31st wedding anniversary going to Debbie and Doug Forey of St. Eustache, who's celebrating another anniversary, or their anniversary, I'm sorry, not another, on Monday, May 6th. So good one, Debbie, and good to you and your family, of course, and Doug. And that's one of the locals I have a lot of respect for. I go there, they're always doing something, always up to something and trying to make the community better. She's also, of course, Debbie, for people know her that are listening on the show, she's a local chair of St. Eustache. We have a big event coming up, May 30th, and not far away, so we give an update on it a few times on the show already. It's a Red River Métis Business Excellent Award Gala, and that will take place on Thursday, May 30th, 4:30 p.m. at the Hotel Fort Garry. The event will celebrate Red River Métis businesses' excellence and showcase the finalists and winners. There's 5 categories: traditional economies, youth and entrepreneur, sustainable economy, IWS Spokesman's Award, and the President's Lifetime Achievement Award. So 70% of the tickets have already been sold, and so get your tickets. They're going fast. So tickets are available through the MMF website or Louisville Capital Corporation. We have about close to 700 businesses now that are registered with our government at Louisville Capital Corporation, and we're very proud of that. There's about over 1,000 Métis businesses in Manitoba. So we're doing our part now to coalesce the communities of businesses together and figure out how the Federation and the government can work in a better format to help our businesses, support them when time is there. Just like during COVID, we were able to help many businesses and farmers and different aspects of the economy. And so, again, we're pleased to see this first-time gala taking place. It'll be an annual gala after this. And so I look forward to that. Good work, Lauren, and the rest of the team, John. And I know they're all pumped for it. They're looking forward to this event. And I'll be there for sure. Me, 30th, actually, I fly in from Ottawa late that night, but I'll be speaking upon my arrival. So I'm out in Ottawa, I think that's where I am.
Oh, yeah.
I leave Monday for Ottawa, too. I speak for Senate on DRIP before Senate's committee. And so I'll be out there on Monday. Leaving Monday, coming back Wednesday morning. So I hope the hell I get better. Monday, April 29th, I met with Nelio, I think I say it right, Altamore. He's the Minister, of course, for Education, Early Childhood Learning, and Deputy Minister Brian O'Leary. So we talked about the school and the education system. We did talk about, of course, one of the trustees, Paul Coffey, in the comments he made to residential school survivors, and indicating that it's basically a waste of money to support Indigenous, especially First Nations. His message, it was quite derogatory and quite unfortunate. And yet he's a trustee, so, and that, if that's his attitude and that's his view and position, just imagine how he recommends policies. So clearly it's one that would be very harmful, not only to the school division as a whole. There are 16 schools under that division. And it's just sad to see that still exists in modern day. And I worry about, I look at the United States, I watch the news all the time, and I see such hate and anger and racism and discrimination. And there just seems to be nothing but that being professed over and over, especially with Trump. He talks about such dangerous positions that, there'll be a war basically if he loses the election. So it's just maddening. That this could happen and attacking people and just making stuff up. And I'm starting to see that trickle into Canada, man. As a leader in 27 years, that really worries me that this Canada, I hope most Canadians don't buy this garbage, but it's slowly trickling itself into our country. You've got these groups now formulating and protesting in different ways for different purposes. They want to overthrow the government. They want to do this. They want to do that. It's just unbelievable. It's like a communist country. And but it's trickling here. It's coming. It's called MAGA. That really racial driven protests in the United States, and it's trickling itself into Canada now. So I think we got to be careful as people not to get caught into that, because it definitely will cause great harm to many people and long-term pain for many, many people. One day, of course, they'll heal, but before that, they're going to be going through a hell of a lot of hardship and pain for people to suffer in the sense of the attacks that be made on people. And you see that right now in the internet world. It's easy to attack, of course, in the internet world, and you don't have to face them. You just throw out some false claim and statement. AI is going to make it even harder now. I could put your face there, Naomi, and get my IT guys to get it together, and then get your voice, and it's like you saying all these things that you're not. It's just sad. It's scary. Not sad. It's scary.
It is scary.
It is very, very scary. On Tuesday, I met with, I had lunch with Brad Cramble, CEO of Salisbury House. Just for people to know, MMF owns 23% of Salisbury House, the company, of course, the restaurants.
Yeah.
There's 8 of them in Manitoba. And so we're very proud of our investment in Salisbury House. And so we had a very good meeting to discuss the future and how we can maybe look at opportunities that might exist in Salisbury House for the Métis government. And so the meeting went very well. And, of course, Salisbury House still stands strong today. It's a privately owned restaurant company chain. And it's not like McDonald's or Burger King, all these other things that are out there and they're franchise bought, So this is privately owned, and it's owned by one group. Wednesday, May 1st, I had an interview with Fraser and Needham, and you wanted an update on the upcoming, of course, conference that's taking place here, the summit, on May 14th and 15th, I believe. It's happening here in Winnipeg, and, of course, there's a lot of people coming from Ontario. Chiefs of Ontario are co-chairing with the Métis government and national government, of course, of the Red River Métis, our MMF. And so we're going to be talking about Bill 53. We're going to talk about Bill 329 and varying issues that really affect our future. So when you look at Bill 53, that's on the agenda big time, and because it really sets the tone of this fraud, thievery of identity and stealing the entire nation, its culture, its identity, its heroes, and claiming to be there. So, and First Nations are really, of course, solid on this issue with us, and we're solid with them. And had a good discussion with Regional Chief Glenn Hare, and I'm looking forward to hearing. I look forward to some of the chiefs from Manitoba showing up. Actually, I think I'll reach out to a few of them, make sure that they do come to participate, because this is happening to them too. And it's not just the Métis, Red River. It's also happening to the First Nations, where their ancestors, their families are being stolen as being part of their different culture, different people. And they're taking pictures, old pictures of them, and you're saying this used to be our at one time our elder, and clearly that person has never been a Métis and never been part of that group. She's been a First Nation throughout her life, but they're stealing her picture and saying that she's part of their family.
Yeah.
So it's scary, very scary. So it's very worrisome for many. And so the conference will take place in Winnipeg. And as I said, I'll give you more updates on the weeks as they come by. It's going to come very, very quickly. So I look forward to that taking place. Also, there's legislation moving forward on Truth and Reconciliation Commission, they call it. I know Natan Obed of ITK is talking about not sitting on this commission that the government is creating. We're not going to sit on this commission. We're, first of all, not invited at this point in time, but I'm sure they will reach out to us in some form or fashion as the national government of the Red River Métis. But I have a lot of reservations about this committee and in the context of how the government will use it as a tool, not as a helping hand, more as a tool. And all of a sudden our voice as a government won't matter because they'll say, well, we consulted with this committee. And this committee has a Métis person sitting on there, so that's the position now of the Métis people. Well, not how it works in our democracies. Same thing if I was to say, well, I'm a Canadian, I spoke on this issue, this is the position of Canada. Well, the Prime Minister and the rest of the people would tell me, go to hell. We speak on behalf of Canada because we're elected to speak on behalf of Canada. So vice versa for us, and I'm making that very clear. But that's Bill C-29 that's moving up and into the platform of discussion.
Mm-hmm.
And I will speak probably on that part of that when I speak to the Senate on Tuesday. So, but again, when you look at all these, I'm not criticizing the government for what they're trying to do, but they're late in the game, is what I'm saying, in the context that we already signed a self-government agreement, we're negotiating our treaty. Like, what does this committee have now to overpower us? Because you put one Métis person on there and a few First Nation, now you overpower all of the democracies of the First Nations electoral systems. Like, it doesn't make, it doesn't make sense. It could be a good thing, but I could see it as a dangerous thing that'll be misused by some politicians. And next thing you know, we'll be fighting with them. I want to give kudos out to Francis and her team out in the Northwest. They were actually celebrating quite largely the Métis Red Dress Day.
Right.
I see some beautiful pictures they sent out. It was a good gathering. And, of course, our Bring Me Home program, which is where we set aside $10,000 plus other costs are involved, putting up a billboard, assisting on if people would bring evidence or some form of information to bring the missing First Nation or Métis person or non-Indigenous person to come home, then we will help contribute to that. And so, I was approached by this lady, and she said, I'm not going to give her name because until she gives me approval, but she said, you meant that I can use that too, like I'm First Nation? I said, of course. When the Métis government put it together, we did it for all women and all boys and girls, So just like we did Marcus Mattei, his is up now, and it'll stay up for years until one day somebody will come forward, I hope, and Jennifer Catchway, one day, Marcus and Jennifer will find their way home. And there's so many more. So that's why our government put aside $1 million in our budget that's sitting there, and it's only for that purpose. So people reach out and listening out there, and I know many loved ones have been gone for 5-10 years and even more. And so if you want, this could maybe trigger somebody's memory, or else finally get somebody to say, look, I'm gonna speak on this. I'm gonna tell the information. I know something. Mm-hmm. So that's what the program's all about, is to bring me home. That's the ones that their spirits are still lost out there, buried somewhere, or hidden somewhere in the ground, or hidden somewhere in an old building somewhere. We want to bring their bodies home so they can come back to their families. And we already know they're in the spirit world, but the family would love to have a place to go visit them, and then set up a bench at the graveyard and go and visit there, like many do back home. Brian and Val, I see them all the time visiting their son at the graveyard. They have a bench there, and they go there nearly once a week, and so it gives them calm and a sense of knowing that their son is okay. So it helps out. So that's why this program is so important. And again, I think Anita and Francis are leading this file. And for those listening, First Nation included, out there in Inuit, if you want to find help or apply, get your name in there and apply. Tell us the message, because it's not that simple. I want to remind everybody, like I can put a billboard like nothing tomorrow morning. That's not how it works. You got to sit down with the police. You got to work with them in the context of saying when this billboard is coming up, who's the missing person, and on top of that, then they in turn organize themselves, because once the sign goes up, they get a lot of calls.
Right. And
so they need to have a department set up for that. So it's not like just slapping a sign anytime you want. It's got to be a cooperative effort made together with the police and of course the municipality sometimes, or the province, where the sign can be, where it can go, and then if calls are made, how do you get them in the proper direction so we can not lose information that could be vital to bringing the person home. So again, like I said, it's take an application out there, and the team will look at it and get it organized, and then we'll see one of your loved ones at a billboard somewhere, and maybe that'll bring, and somebody will be triggered to tell a story and say, look, this is what I heard. I think this is where the body lies. And so some of them already said, look, we don't even care about the person getting charged anymore. We just want our loved one home.
Right.
And that's how long they've been waiting. So they don't care anymore. They just want their loved one home. And that means so much. So, again, I encourage people take the opportunity to apply and get involved with knowing the Federation government is sponsoring this. And we feel we need to do our part in helping out. And the Red Dress Alert is one. I know Nani Fontaine spoke on it. Yesterday, I believe, it was in the news.
Yeah.
And the minister was here from Ottawa, Gary. Say his name again for me, Naomi.
Ananda Sangari.
Yes, Ananda Sangari. Yes,
I've been trying, practicing.
Yeah, good. You should practice. I should practice. I keep on forgetting how to say it. But the minister, Ananda Sangari, was here, along with Nahani Fontaine, and you had, of course, the MP for the NDP here, Leah. She was there. Leah, how do you say her last name again? Leah
Gazan?
Gazan, Gazan. Yeah, she was there. She's from the central part of Winnipeg, or riding. So she works hard on this file. She takes a passion towards it. So it's something I think that many of us actually have a lot of touches the heart when you hear the stories and you see what's going on and the hardship that many are facing. And so it just you can't. You'd have to be non-human not to feel it. You know what I'm saying? So it's so touching and hard for, like, when I listen to the 60 Scoop and hear their stories and we talk about the pain and the hardship, it just, how many times my tears come leaking down my cheeks because I hear that story and I can just see it in their pain in their face and their trembling in their voice, and it's so hard to you have to be non-human, like I say, not to have any feelings about that. So, but going on, since we're talking about children at the same time here, to 60 Scoop, we are working on the settlement. I know people have been still calling in, saying when and how can we apply to get that we were apprehended and we were children in care. And this is from 2005 to 2019. And if you're in care during that time and you're under the Child and Family Services system, your allowance was misused, and now you have a chance to get back compensation. And as I said on the show, some will be quite substantial, but some will be there for a lot of years. Some will be smaller because they're there for a short time. But their child allowance money will be given to them, back to them. As I promised as the president, every cent that was taken from them will be given to them. So from the Métis that were under our watch, and there are some First Nations under our watch, there's some Inuit under our watch, all of them will be entitled to exactly that. They'll get every penny that was taken plus the interest. And so that's happening. And that's looking, I think in September, you'll start seeing some they're working on it right now as far as I know. They're going to be putting up some advertising just to advise and inform all those children that were in care about the child special allowance money, that they have a right to make an application, and their money is there and will be given to them. So, again, I encourage all those people to be patient. It's not us, it's the court. We have 3 months of September, and more than 3 months. September is when the court has allowed the process for people to be advised of this file, to be advised they can withdraw. They could say, look, I don't want the settlement. I'm going to go on my own. I'm going to sue in a different way. I think I deserve more. I deserve this. So I'm not taking that deal. So that's the options to the people. But if those that are taking the deal, then they will set up a process to get sure those checks are issued as quickly as possible. And we're talking thousands and thousands and thousands of children, so between First Nation and Métis. So there's a lot of work to be done, and but also a lot of opportunity for those kids or adults today to get some compensation back if something was stolen from them. So remember, September is when the time frame is the court is awarded, and after that we can start then issuing and delivering the financial settlements to each of the children. So that's going to be a big one, Naomi, and we're going to be working on that one. Mm-hmm. Tonight I got to go to a dinner. The NDP has a dinner, and I'm suffering at home here. And so my wife's trying to take care of me, putting a heating pad on me and everything. My stomach, something wrong with my stomach. I don't know what's wrong.
Really, that's your body telling you need a break.
It probably is. But if I take a break, I missed helping my people move further ahead. That's my guilty conscience comes in saying, if I work another day, I can make people's life different and even better. So,
but if you get sick and you're down for more tthan a day, then we're in trouble.
Oh, I know. I got to watch myself too. But my wife gives me shit all the time. I know, trust me. So I got to just I go crazy if I stay home too. Even though I'm sick, like right now, because I know it's Jack's birthday and we're having a barbecue here tomorrow for him at my house. And so, my son-in-law just said, look, I'll go get the steak. You don't have, why do you have to come? Stay home. So we got to get some stuff, some hamburger and some chicken probably and some other stuff for Jack's birthday tomorrow. And to make sure that he's showing that he's cared for and he's clearly close to our family. And I'm going to honor him by giving him his birthday tomorrow. So, again, thank you all for listening to Métis Hour. And this is something very important to all of us. And Ray St. Germain, I hope you're listening out in Deer Lodge.
He is, yep.
Yeah, good.
I've seen him, and he really enjoyed the visit that you guys came.
That's nice.
Yeah.
That's nice. His hair is all messy because I'm not used to seeing Ray with messy hair. And once they comb it, he was back to good looking again. So, yeah. And then, of course, I say hi to my niece, Tammy, and she's going through some challenges right now. And I'd go visit her, but I get her sick. And then at the same time, I want to say prayers out to my sister. Rita was facing the battle with cancer fight, and of course she's a scrapper and she'll fight to the end. And she was going to be embarrassed about her hair being bald, and because you lose all your hair, right? So, but no, she's lost her hair and she wears a cap, and it knocks her up, and I guess knocks her down, like really knocks her right out of her situation in life, and she just can't move, and yet she's somebody that moves nonstop. So imagine for all those loved ones out there, which your family goes through when you hear about cancer in one of your family members.
Yeah.
That it's a hard thing for any family out there. So that's why we continue to support cancer care, and that's why we give $1 million to cancer care to help out in any way we can for new machinery that could help out our loved ones out there that are suffering, and hopefully some of them will come out of it and do well, and if not, the good Lord is going to take them away from us, and then it hurts when that happens. So, again, with everybody, I'll talk to you next time. To our elders, thank you very much again for all you've done for me and done for our government and done for our cabinet and our citizens at home. Elders are our backbone to our culture and beliefs of who we are. And that's why we fight hard against all those that are trying to steal our identity right now in Ontario. There's tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of future that are claiming that they're us. Stealing our heroes, stealing our culture, stealing our beadwork, stealing our flags, our music, and saying it was always theirs, which is absolutely not true, 100% not true. So, again, we will fight to the end, and I am very pleased with the discussions I've had with Ontario. So our elders will be very proud of us, and I know they're concerned. The many I spoke with across the province, and to our youth, we always know that our youth is our future, and of course we support. And I want to say congratulations to my daughter, I almost said my granddaughter, and my wife. We're going out to a local meeting today, Bosco. Going to Bosco Local. They're going there today.
At 2, right?
Yeah, it's at 2, I believe. So anybody wants to go to Bosco Local, and we're, of course, and my granddaughter's going with dinner tonight, and she actually got offered a summer job, which we're very proud of, to work with Billy Cross. And so I hope it's not requiring me to drive her there every day. But anyway, she's accepted the job, and because she's 16 now, and she's going to work in the office. She's good with computers, good at talking to people. And
well, Billy's awesome, and I went to school with Billy actually.
Oh, so. Did you? Yeah. Right on. So my granddaughter really looking forward to it. So is my wife. Very proud of her, and so she'll probably see Billy Cross tonight at the dinner. And but again, I'm so proud of her that she's maturing so well. Yeah. And taking on a job like that. Well. And joining a local now, and hopefully get active in a local, and maybe one day she'll be president. So, so you never know. But anyways, thank you again for all the work you do, Naomi, and you too, Cowboy. Thank you for finding me, and to my wife, thank you for taking care of me today, because I'm not in the best shape at all, and I'm gonna try to rest as much as I can, because I do know I have to go to that function tonight, with pain or no pain. But otherwise, again, to all our listeners, thank you for supporting the Métis government, the Red River Métis government, the national Red River government of the Red River people. So take care, everybody, and we'll talk to you guys next Saturday. Oh, to Richard, he's out here too, our minister, and he's actually heading out tomorrow to, I think he's going to Calgary. He's got some youth functions out there that's happening. So wish him well on his journey to represent us in Alberta. And the minister, he works very hard on that file. So take care, everybody. We'll talk to you guys next Saturday.
Okay, take care, David.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye.